guys, so we're gonna jump right into this video. Ernesto, aka Ernest Williams, Shirley Strawberry's husband, is having a bond hearing today. So we're gonna jump on here, hoping to see what happens. Let's see if he's presented a bond. Here we go. Can y'all?
She is coming online. Her office that she wasn't available, but now she's available. So she's getting online. So okay. Okay. Okay, so when he gets here, we'll just put it on. We'll let him know. Ms. Rondon, as soon as your client gets here.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. All right, hey, Ms. McNaught. Okay, let's see. Now let's see who we got here. Now we've got. All right, is that Markevius Samuel?
Keep in mind, guys. It's
No,
not
that was
just
Cecil. I'm
him.
bringing Samuel back.
So
All right, thanks.
it'll be other people shown as well.
All right, let's see. This is position 12, 23 CP 222870, 239 days without indictment, $1,500 good bond as of August 24th on unauthorized possession of prohibited item by an inmate. Wow.
He has 10 cycles. The last arrest was October the 20th, 2021 in Worth County, Georgia, for theft by receiving stolen property and giving false information to an officer, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. There was no disposition for that arrest. He does appear to be on probation in Thomas County for theft by taking. That disposition date was November the 19th, 2019, and the term is for 5 years. That's an additional open probation case out of Thomas County for a criminal street gang
As you guys come in, please hit the like
and
button
theft by
also,
taking and entering an
let me know where
automobile.
you're from.
Has the same disposition date, November the 19th, 2019. And the term is for 10 years. Nothing in addition, Your Honor.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead, ma'am.
Your Honor, may I proceed? Is this my matter, Markevius Samuel?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Okay, Your Honor, our records show that the case that Mr. Samuel has several cases. However, he has been in custody for 221 days, and these charges stem from issues associated with the Rice Street jail. So we'd respectfully request that the court reduce the bond. We are not certain if he's going to be able to be released based on all the other issues associated with Mr. Samuel.
All right, what says the state?
Judge, again, this prohibited items in the jail warrant is in fact not what's holding him in custody. The $1,500 bond on the prohibited items is certainly generous, given all of his other cases, given his prior history, and given his gang connections. Judge, the state is opposed to any bond on this matter. Thank you. In any.
All right, no drugs unless prescribed, no alcohol, no weapons,
Oh,
no
he's going
replicas
home.
of weapons. $1,000 good bond. Best of luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Dang.
All right. So, Ms. Steffo, are we ready for sessions?
I'm not sure where Mr. Lee is, Your Honor. I just know that
That's Mr. Lee. I'm sorry. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
I don't represent him anymore.
All right, yeah, sorry. I just remember that. Sorry about that. Let's see. What about, let's see who we got. We have one more of yours in here. Hold on. We have.
She's called several
Judge,
people,
it does
and
look
I
to
don't
me
see
that Christian Myers may be the individual in courtroom
on there.
too.
Are you Christian Myers? You mean courtroom 1? Okay.
Myers.
All right, gotcha. Let's do Christian Myers. Okay, Christian Myers. All right, let's see. We got 22 CP 213514 Christian Myers, 482 days without indictment. There's a $750 good bond as of December the 5th. 22 CP 213515. 482 days without indictment. There's a
That's crazy that they can hold people that
$2,250
long.
good bond as of December the 5th on
Hey guys,
1, 2, 3 counts of entering auto with
thanks for
intent to
joining
commit
us
a theft
today.
or a felony.
If you hit this
Then we
in
got
the
position 6, 22
replay,
CP 213516,
be sure to let me know
entering an
who
auto
you
with
are, where
intent to
you're
commit a
from.
theft or a
Please
felony.
hit that
There's a
like button.
$750 good bond. 22 CP 213518, entering auto with intent to commit a theft or a felony. There's a $750 good bond. Position 8, 22 CP 213519, entering auto with intent to commit a theft or a felony. There's a $750 good bond. Rah!
He had 6
I
cycles.
love her.
The last arrest was September the 4th, 2022 in Cobb County for entering an automobile in possession of a firearm during commission of a felony and interference with government property and theft by taking and misdemeanor obstruction of an officer. There was no disposition for that arrest, and there are no convictions listed in the GCIC. Nothing in addition.
All right, go ahead, Ms. Messenger.
Mr. Myers is 18 years old. He's born in Atlanta, has lived here his whole life. His entire family is here in Atlanta. His mom, aunt, grandma, and his siblings. He does have 4 siblings, a 14-year-old, a 16-year-old, 11-year-old, and a 4-year-old sister. Those are the individuals who he lives with at the address in Atlanta where his mom also lives. His son also lives at that address. His son is 1 year old. Unfortunately, since Mr. Myers has been incarcerated for 482 days, Mr. Myers has not been able to spend time with his own child. He does have an 11th grade education, but does want to pursue his GED. He was in school when he was arrested, so he wasn't working at the time, but he was playing recreational baseball and making music and cutting grass around the neighborhood. Last weekend, Mr. Myers was having some extreme abdominal pain, was taken to Grady where they rushed him into surgery. He had 1 surgery last Saturday and then another surgery on Monday where they removed 10 inches of his intestines.
Dang.
Since then, I have been reaching out to Chief Deputy Assistant District Attorney Rashandra Davenport to try and get this figured out. He does have a couple indicted cases, and that is what really is holding him, as he has been duplicatively charged with a jail fight case, one of which is holding him in no bond status. And because of that no bond status, he's been unable to bond out, but he is now recovering from 2 major surgeries inside the jail, which is no place for anyone to be recovering from surgeries. This is obviously, like I said, not what is holding him, but, I would like these bonds to be significantly decreased as I'm trying to get this figured out as soon as I can. ADA Davenport has essentially stopped responding to me at my request of getting Mr. Myers out of custody after his surgeries. He has no convictions and no FTAs on his record. I do believe that entering auto or bail restricted offenses, so I'd be asking for the lowest possible bond on all charges.
All right. Go ahead, Mr. White.
Judge, this individual has managed to pick up 6 felony arrests before his 18th birthday. He's got 5 here in Fulton, 1 in Cobb. He has indicted cases. He has a jail fight in which he's in a no bond status, and he has the 4 unindicted cases before Your Honor. Judge, when this defendant is eventually released from custody, it's not a matter as to if, not even really a matter as to when, it's just a matter of how many hours before he commits his next felony. Judge, the state is opposed to any reduction in the bond in this case, in any of the 4 matters that are before the court on this calendar. He's a danger to the community. He's a danger to property in the community. He's a certainty to reoffend when he's eventually released from custody. And just given where he's at, he doesn't appear to be a good risk to comply with any orders of the court or to appear when called upon to do so. Judge, the state is opposed to any reduction in the bond. These bonds are, I mean, less than $1,000 each, except for the 2.25 thousand on the multiple enter in autos cases. Nothing further.
All right, on position 4, ending in 3514. No drugs unless prescribed, no alcohol, no weapons, no replicas of weapons. If available, you have an income monitor paid for by the county with a 24-hour curfew. Court, lawyer, medical, employment, as long as you supply the name of your employer, proof of employment schedule, and the exact location you'll be working. No further contact with Mason.
She's let
Last name
everybody out so far.
Lavigne. $500 good bond. Position 5, ending in 3515. No drugs unless prescribed, no alcohol, no weapons, no replicas of weapons. Stay away from 116 Parkway Drive. No further contact with your co-defendant, Tyrese Rainey. Let's see. No further contact with Demetrius McClendon and Teresa McClendon. On here, I previously put, if your parents pay anything with your bond, you have to pay them back any money they come out of pocket, and $500 per count. You have an income monitor paid for by the county if available with a 24-hour curfew. Court, lawyer, medical, employment. You have to supply the name of your employer, proof of employment schedule, and the exact location you'll be working. Position 6, ending in 3516. No drugs unless prescribed, no alcohol, no weapons, no replicas of weapons. Stay away from 302 Park Court in Fairburn, Georgia. No further contact with your co-defendant, Tyrese Rainey. Any money that's paid towards bond by your parents must be reimbursed. You're going to have an income monitor if available, paid for by the county with a 24-hour curfew. Court, lawyer, medical, employment. As long as you supply the name of your employer, proof of employment schedule, and the exact location you'll be working. No further contact with Victor, last name Cockrell, Cockrell. $500 good bond. Position 7, ending in 3518. No further contact with Delisa Wallace, Delisa. Stay away from 157 Parkway Drive in Fairburn, Georgia. No further contact with your co-defendant, Tyrese Rainey. Any money paid for by bond, if it's paid for by your parents, you must reimburse them. You have an ankle monitor paid for by the county with a 24-hour curfew if available. Court, lawyer, medical, employment, as long as you supply the name of your employer, proof of employment schedule, and the exact location you'll be working. $500 good bond. Position 8, ending in 3519. No drugs unless prescribed, no alcohol, no weapons, no replicas of weapons. No further contact your co-defendant, Tyrese Rainey. Stay away from 138 Parkway Drive in Fairburn, Georgia. Any money paid for your bond by your parents, you must reimburse them anything they pay out of their pocket. You can have an ankle monitor paid for by the county if available with a 24-hour curfew. Court, lawyer, medical, employment, as long as you supply the name of your employer, proof of employment schedule, and the exact location you're going to be working. No further contact with Israel Hernandez. $500 good bond. Best of luck to you, sir. You could leave the booth.
And Judge, that is my final matter. May I be excused?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Let's see.
you.
Douglas says, what about, let's see. All right, Mr. Wright, what about Latravius Spigner?
Yes, Your Honor. I apologize for being late. I was coming back from Clayton County.
Oh, that's okay. Is that Spigner right there in booth 3?
Yes.
Okay. All right, here we go. We got 23, position 3, 23 CP 223176. 95 days with no indictment. There's no bond as of November the 8th for possession of controlled substance in Schedule 1 or 2 with intent to distribute, possession, purchase, manufacture, distribution, sale of marijuana, possession of methamphetamines, trafficking in cocaine, illegal drugs, marijuana, or methamphetamines, aggravated assault against a law enforcement officer while engaged in the official duty, aggravated assault against a law enforcement officer while engaged in their official duty, aggravated assault against a law enforcement officer while engaged in their official duty, reckless driving, fleeing, attempting to elude, hit and run, duty of a driver to stop or return to the scene of an accident, use of a firearm by a convicted felon during the commission of a crime, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, unlawful for a person employed by, associated with a criminal street gang to conduct or participate in criminal street gang
Hey guys,
activity,
as y'all come in,
unlawful for a
please hit the
person
like
employed by,
button.
associated with a criminal street gang to conduct or participate in criminal street gang activity, unlawful for a person to commit the offense with intent to obtain, earn membership, maintain, or increase status in a criminal street gang, and unlawful for a person to acquire, maintain through criminal gang activity or proceeds derived therefrom.
He has 48 cycles. The last arrest was May the 30th, 2022 in Fulton County for battery. That case appears to be still pending. That case number is 22 CR 00339 8, and the letter J. He does appear to be on probation in Fulton County. That case number is 17 SC 153471 for trafficking methamphetamine and possession of heroin with the intent to distribute, and possession of MDMA with the intent to distribute, and possession of cocaine with the intent to distribute, and possession of marijuana with the intent to distribute, and possession of Schedule 3, 4, or 5 controlled substance. That disposition date was January the 25th, 2018, and the term is for 10 years. He does have prior felony convictions. One in 2013 for aggravated assault, one in 2009 for possession of cocaine with the intent to distribute, one in 2005 for possession of marijuana with the intent to distribute, and possession of cocaine with the intent to distribute, and possession of controlled substance with the intent to distribute. One in 2004 for possession of controlled substance with the intent to distribute. One in 2003 for possession of marijuana with the intent to distribute. One in 2002 for possession of controlled substance with the intent to distribute. Nothing in addition, Your Honor.
All right, go ahead, Mr. Wright.
Your Honor, my client is born and raised right here in Atlanta. His mother and family are all here. This is a case where it has been beyond 90 days since his arrest, and no bond or no indictment has been returned for him. Summarizing, it looked like he has a total of 16 counts.
Yes, sir.
I would ask the court to consider a $100,000 bond spread out amongst the 16 counts. Basically, being that this is a 90-day situation and Fulton County is not yet indicted him, he may have other issues which may ultimately keep him in, but at least that way we've set bond and complied with statute.
I don't
You're right.
understand how they're able to do that.
Go ahead, Mr. Powers. It's alleged to you too, Mr. Wright, 529 grams of marijuana, 152 grams of methamphetamines, and 1,078 grams of MDMA. Go ahead, Mr. Powers.
Dang.
Thank you, Judge. We understand that Mr. Spigner is at this time entitled to a bond, and we, obviously are not opposing that. We do think that he would require a very high bond based on both his history and the allegations here. Judge, the defense attorney was saying maybe $100,000 spread out. I kind of want to say $100,000 for each charge, but that's not appropriate.
Wow.
Judge, we would ask that a bond in the aggregate not be set less than $400,000.
Is he going to live in Conley, Mr. Wright?
Sure.
Okay. Did we have any update on the condition of the police officer? It looks like when I read the warrants back and we could access, it looks like they was hit with a car.
I think that was during the alleged chase.
That he hit him with his car.
Oh, well,
I
cars collided. I'll at least say that.
Any update on the status of the officer? Do we know, Mr. Powers? Or
I haven't had any contact, Judge.
all right, let's see. No drugs unless prescribed, no alcohol, no weapons, no replicas of weapons. You have an ankle monitor paid for by you with a 24-hour curfew, court, lawyer, and medical. Stay out of Fulton County. The only reason you come back to Fulton County is court or to see your lawyer. Stay away from 2nd Street Northwest in Atlanta, Georgia. Stay away from 2380 Metropolitan Parkway. No further contact with Agent NGASSA or Special Agent R, as in Roger Howard. Let's see. No social media. No further contact with Sergeant Hess. I'm sorry, HEEB, Heb. Sergeant Heb. No social media. No further contact with any gang members, any affiliates of any gangs, or any potential gang members, especially those with sex, money, murder, or raised on Cleveland. Let's see.
Hey guys, welcome to the live. As you come in, if you will, please hit that like button. Let me know where you're from also. They have not yet called Ernest. We're going to stay on until they call him. I'm not sure how many people are on the docket.
So I can...
Let me see if I can check that out.
All right. So we got 50,000, 50,000, 50,000, 50,000. On the aggravated assaults, we got 75,000, 75,000, 75,000, 10,000, 10,000, 5,000, 10,000, 10,000, 50,000, 50,000, 50,000, 50,000. Mr. Dukes, you need me to repeat that?
I got it, Judge. Thank you.
Mr. Wright, you got that? You need me to repeat it?
I lost after the aggravated assaults, starting with the reckless driving, Judge.
All right. All right. So that's 10,000, 10,000, 5,000, 10,000, 10,000, 50, 50, 50, and 50.
Yes, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Wright. Have a good evening. Best of luck to you, sir. You can leave the booth.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Have a good evening. All right. We got Ernest Williams.
Oh,
That's
here we go,
position
y'all.
9, 10, and 11. And I think there's a consent. And Ms. Winfrey, you've said that position 9 is going to be a dismissal.
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right. So 23 CP 215407 is going to be a dismissal.
Now
We
look
got
at it.
position 10, 23 CP 220091, 3 counts of theft by deception felony, and 23 CP 220152, 3 counts of financial transaction card fraud, and 1 count of theft by deception felony. Ms. Rondon, and y'all came up with some sort of agreement?
Yes, Your Honor. For position 10, the case that ends in 091, the state and I have agreed to a $6,000 total bond with a no contact with the victim, an ankle monitor, and a condition to surrender his passport. For position 11, which ends in 152, we have consented to an $8,000 total bond with the same conditions as the previous position, no contact with the victim, surrender of the passport, and an ankle monitor.
All right, so on the one position 10 ending in 0091, I've got stay away from 1064 Park Road in Atlanta, Georgia. You got my normal, no drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, no replicas of weapons, no further contact is Gaylene, Gaylene Bickhams, Bickhams. And are they going to surrender the passport to you, Miss Rondon?
Yes, we'll arrange that.
All right, I know it's got those other 2 cases. I know Cobb County for some reason believes in those tablets, so no access to a tablet, so they take that tablet away from him. On position 11 ending in 0152, that's no further contact with Melody Scretchen, Scretchen, and no further contact with the co-defendant Erica King. Stay away from 900 Pine Grove Drive. You got the ankle monitor. He'll send a render the passport to you. And once again, no tablets. So you lose your tablet, sir. All right, Ms. Rondon, you gonna send that to me?
Yes, Your Honor, I will.
All right. Well, you can't email it, Ms. Rondon. What's the plan?
Oh, well, Judge, I can email you, but I can't receive any response back. So
Okay.
I can do the order and I'll send it to you. I'll do that.
So you can send it, you just can't. Okay.
Correct. But yeah, the firewall stops us from receiving any sort of emails.
Okay, got you. Well, I will, I'll sign it when I get it and I'll give it to Mr. Dukes and he can get it e-file.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, best of luck to you, sir. Thank you, Ms. Winfrey. You can leave the booth. Thank you, Mr. Wheaton.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'll be out to Cobb County to speak with you.
All right, let's see. We're supposed to have, let's see, who's it? So do we have Mr.
Excuse me, Judge.
Yes, sir.
Hey, are y'all done with what's your name? Sessions. No, we done with sessions or we just
We're waiting on Mr. Lee. I got a message. He just got out of court, so he should be on here. Oh, there he is, right there.
Okay, thank you.
All right. All right, Demetrius.
Good afternoon, Ron.
Good afternoon. All right, Mr. Sessions, go ahead and grab him.
Okay, so we've heard that he has been issued a bond on everything that he currently has, so chances are he may be getting out. I didn't hear anything about no bond. Actually, they didn't even go into grave detail about what he has been charged with or any of that. All the things that have been talked about previously were not discussed. I find that very interesting. But y'all, we got to see what happened. We got to start watching this case to see what's going on. Exactly. Oh, snap. He might be getting out. Now, let's see what happened between him and wifey. Now, I'm going to be honest. I haven't been keeping up with the jail calls and things of that nature. but I wonder how some of these people will feel about him getting out. This gonna be interesting, y'all. So, like I said, we were just going live to watch and see what happened. He has already been adjudicated as getting a bond. They've already made arrangements, so he hit the threshold. They can hold you for so many 100 days. Um, and if indictment is not returned, then they have to let you go. And that's basically where he is now. Miss Pam Esquire, the social intellect, she was on live last night and she was talking about some of this. So, and she was showing some of the phone calls that he had talking about this day. So we have finally made it to this day and we see what happened. So, guys, if you are watching this in the replay, be sure y'all let me know what y'all think about it. Be sure y'all let me know. Let me know how you guys feel. How do you feel about Ernest being given a bond? We're gonna see how long it takes him to get out. What you say? He still. Oh, so although he's out here, he still has to go back to Cobb. Is that correct? I thought that nobody had actually returned indictment. So does he have something holding for Cobb? I'm gonna go and check it out and see if I can find the information and update it on my community post, just to make sure that the information I'm putting out is 100% factual. But we do see that he did get bonded from here. So if I was whomever is paying his bond, I would not fool with him until I know Cobb is going to release him. Because why pay money to get out of one county when you're still going to be held in the other county? And if I remember correctly, he said that the Cobb County jail was the worst of the two. So, I mean, I don't know. But y'all, we going to watch this. We're going to see what happens. And we're going to keep up with it. He got a bond, y'all. That's my time. Thank you guys for watching. If you are here in the replay, please let me know how you feel about this. Also, if you have any additional information for us, let us know. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.